Hi everybody, my name is Dawn and I love bonsai. Basically, I've been doing it for 23 years, and the reason why is because, like most people, we love to be close to nature. I find bonsai is something that we can all do, whether you're young or old. You just have to have a bit of creativity and just know how to keep a plant alive. And I think that's why a lot of people did start. They were bought a tree, the tree died, what do you do next? So I've been doing it, as I said, for 23 years, and it's something that is very close to me. I love to nurture, I love to look after people, and now I'm looking after trees. When I first started, my likes were more the exotic, traditional Japanese, Chinese trees, because that's what you kind of saw in books and on television or in clubs, etc. So as you start to develop with your bonsai, you actually realize, what do you like in the end? What kind of trees are going to be more for you as you grow with your trees. And over the years I've found that I've moved from species to species. Like many people, I like the maples, I like deciduous, because they have two showings. You know, in summer they have the beautiful colors, the changing of colors going through into autumn. Then in winter they have nothing, they bare. So it's such a lovely tree to work with. Then I also like the pines, as you've seen with my small collection on the table here. I like to bring pines through, and the reason I'm doing that now is to actually make pines more affordable, because that is your ultimate bonsai really, is the pine. People like to showcase pines. So I've trying to make it more affordable for youngsters to bring through bonsai, because this is what happens, is you see something on the internet and people are so drawn to wanting instant gratification and instant trees, and in bonsai it doesn't work like that. I think in my personal collection I probably only have about 1 or 2 finished complete trees, because to me I like the process. I like starting at the beginning, developing it, taking time, because the tree anyway changes over the years. So to me, I like to buy something that's often in a black bag or grow it from seed and take it through the stages. It may take a lot longer, but I suppose I've still got a bit of time on my side. But I think process of bonsai, we need to find how trees grow, use different species, and that's another thing. Yes, I might have shown and talked about a lot of the exotic trees, but in this country we have a lot of indigenous trees, and I think that's what we also have to focus on. So that is my next, probably in going towards the future, I would say, start to working with more trees that are found locally and see how they grow and develop in our microclimate here in the Cape. I think bonsai has become a lot easier over the last couple of years compared to when I first started, which was basically in the early 2000s. We basically only had the clubs to teach us how to develop our trees. People like Rudy Adams, I used to go to him every weekend. I used to go there and I would sit with him and he would teach me all the principles, and it was only an hour away, so I was very fortunate to have somebody like that who was my mentor. Over the years though now, there are so many bonsai artists out there. You know, we are quite lucky. Universally, we can follow somebody on YouTube. Conventions, we start to have a lot of conventions over the last couple of years, and I urge people to go to conventions or gatherings, workshops. It's the only way you're going to learn. Yes, it's accessible with the YouTube videos that people are putting out there, and it's a great way to learn, but you actually need to sit down with a tree because it's three-dimensional and actually work with the tree. That is the best way. As far as future bonsai, I like to teach the youngsters today. I think there's more as accessibility now to stock, and there's a lot of nurseries out there. There's a lot of people who are so enthusiastic about bonsai, and I think you just have to find those people and get yourself into a club, and that is the best way you're going to learn going forward. As my home is also the home for Blaauwberg Bonsai Kai, our club, we have somebody in our club who introduced us to pines a few years back. His name was Mark, and he taught us how simple they can be. You know, we were all very frightened to work with pines because that is your ultimate bonsai at the end of the day. So I've took it upon myself to bring pines through and try developing them all the different stages and making it more affordable for you and I and everybody who loves bonsai. So basically I start off with seeds. I either make my own or I buy a load of seeds that develop and grow in the tray. Then the following year, or even 6 months later, I will put them individually into a small little pot like this and feed. So this is the first year. This is still 1 year. Then we bring them up to 2 to 3 years. Still in that pot, we keep them in there for at least 2 years, just feeding, lots of sun, and then you have a straight upright. From there we decide, okay, let's give it some movement. So then I will wire, and from there they get given a bigger pot. You can see normally the roots will come and hit the side and then just double and split up. This one unfortunately has come through, but it's no problem. It's only going to thicken up my trunk line. And then from there, we go to the next stage, 3 to 4. So I have all these pines in the different ages and stages so that people can decide what they want to do with them. So here's your next one, 3 to 4. And then from there, I normally have an allotment that I put them in the ground and let them really thicken up. So we will take some footage. I've got some pines that are this thick already, and they've only been in the ground for 2 to 3 years. I would just like to show you what I'm talking about, bringing up stock, affordable stock for people to use. So this species, the juniper procumbens nana, is one of the most ideal species to use for youngsters starting out, young or old. It is just more the instant bonsai. It can be turned into an instant bonsai quicker than you think. So I grow these up from cuttings. You basically, you know, they don't need much rootage. You've got something to work with, you've got something to wire. Very affordable. What I often do as well to help people, show them some direction, I will wire for them, leave this wire on for 6 months and then take it off, and then already you've got something to work with. It is really such a affordable, beautiful little species to work with. This is now also another one. It's the Sergeant juniper that I'm also starting to bring through. You unfortunately can't find this stock in a normal nursery. You would have to go to a bonsai nursery to obtain this. I am situated in Melkbosstrand, just off the R27. We are called West Coast Bonsai, and basically we're the home of the Blaauwberg Bonsai Kai, which is in effectively 23 years old now. one of the youngest clubs in the Western Cape, and I had basically started this up from scratch over the last couple of years to feed my addiction for bonsai, so that I could actually buy lovely plant pots, buy the pots, buy all the accessories to continue this great hobby. So please do come and visit. I am by appointment only, as I still have another job like most people, and my operating hours, as I said, by appointment, most weekends and Monday and Wednesday. Thank you.